Hello, this is Beaverhausen Productions, and welcome back to the Bionicle Heroes Commentary. I am Vakiti, your glorious and efficacious host, and these are my co-hosts, Joe Squared.
Okay, so Hakan is telling Brutaka what to do.
Well, to be fair, that's probably actually the most canon part of this entire game, because that's how it was in the actual story, with the exception that Thok was also telling him what to do.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
who?
Thok?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wait, he was?
Yes, Hakan and Thok made it. Hakan and Thok made a deal with Brutaka so that if he helped them get the Mask of Life, they'd give him something. I forget what it was, but the two of them eventually ended up stealing his power, and they went completely crazy and destroyed half the island.
Speaking of stealing,
yeah, I remember.
Maybe we should talk about the elephant in the room.
What?
How Lego stole all the features of Bionicle from the Easter Island people.
Okay, first of all, it's not Easter Island, it's the Maori, or the Maori, I guess it's pronounced. And second of all, they only stole some of the names, which, after the lawsuit, were actually corrected mostly.
Yeah.
You do realize that the Bionicle...
It was just words, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's just words, Joe.
No,
the most blatant, the most, I guess, sacrilegious of which was Tohunga, because that was apparently their word for wise man or priest.
Tohunga. Isn't he like the village idiot in Bionicle?
No, that was the original name for the Matoran.
Oh. Okay, anyway, so what I meant, Liam, is that I understand that they made a deal with him, but I wouldn't say they told him what to do in the way like, yo, dumbass, go do this. As if...
Well, you don't know what they were talking about.
Yeah, I know. Without Brutaka, they would have all been boned. They couldn't have gotten anywhere.
I guess.
Do you want to know who really got boned out of that whole situation? The Maori people.
Oh my god. Anyways, I'm just going to interrupt this stupid conversation briefly for a little bit of channel updates, because apparently we need those. First and foremost, we are Joe Squared today because Josie is off being a Josie somewhere, and we were going to have a fill-in for her, my friend Doug, but apparently he too is now away for an undisclosed amount of time, as he has currently come down with pink eye. So hopefully he will be back next week, but until then, it's just us now. So we're shaking things up a lot, and it's absolutely ridiculous that this shit is still happening. And yes, we know we've been on hiatus for about 2 months now, and I'm as unpleased with that as everyone else probably is, except they probably aren't because we don't have any fucking viewers. But, hopefully we'll be able to finish this off, and we can either move on to the next game or start the new series or whatever the hell we were planning to do.
Yeah.
I think it was the Kirby-thon.
No, I think the Kirby-thon is pretty much dead now.
We just used the stuff I made for the next series.
Yeah, we could do that, because I mean, you recorded all of Kirby 64 and Nightmare in Dreamland.
Oh, to be fair, Nightmare in Dreamland takes an hour for me to beat. So, you know, and I mean 100%. I got everything.
Wait, if it only takes an hour, then that would only be like 3 episodes tops. Well, 4.
Yeah, I know.
3 or 4.
Isn't that great?
I recently beat Kirby 64 100% for the first time last week. Actually, I lie. I haven't 100%ed it yet. I rage quit on 02 because the controls are fucking shit.
Yeah, because that game's not good.
For some reason, you can't... I don't know if it's the emulator or what, but you can't use the analog stick at all in Kirby 64. And that's usually not a problem. But when you're fighting 0-2 and it makes you use the D-pad, it's a fucking pain in the ass.
So, well, Joe, Liam just expects to be able to beat the primary antagonist of the Kirby series.
Oh, here we go again.
Zero is only the primary antagonist of the Dreamland series after 2.
It's also worth noting that Kirby 64 was the last game that Sakurai had any involvement in, so if he had actually continued in the series, chances are Zero would have been the main antagonist of the series, but he didn't, so he's not.
I thought he had no involvement in any of the Dreamland series games.
No, those were the only games he did have involvement in. Kirby's Dreamland was the first game, Joe.
No. I thought he quit.
Wait, no, it's... Superstar. No, okay, so basically, oh my god, Miyamoto, every game that Miyamoto was involved in, Zero was the villain of, I just realized. Adventure,
you
Dreamland...
said Sakurai, not Miyamoto.
I meant... Oh. I meant Miyamoto.
You just said Miyamoto again!
I meant Sakurai.
Thank you!
So Miyamoto, he was involved in...
For fuck's sake, Fishspill!
Adventure, Dreamland 2, Dreamland 3, and then 64, right?
I believe
and 64,
so, yes.
64 is a direct sequel to Dreamland 3.
I distinctly recall he's Superstar because he made Superstar too. Because
wait, no. Adventure. He's not the villain of Adventure.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, Nightmare's the villain of... Nightmare doesn't have any involvement with Zero. It's in Dreamland... Okay, so Dreamland and then 64.
Although one could say that Dark Mind is basically a combination of Nightmare and Zero.
Also, you could make the argument that Drawicka is actually Zero, as a woman.
As a woman!
It's worth noting that Drawicka's sister is a regular boss in Triple Deluxe.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, Paintra, I believe its name was.
last boss fight is fucked.
I actually haven't played all the way through Canvas Curse, but I have played Rainbow Curse, and I loved the fuck out of it.
Wait, what's Rainbow Curse?
The sequel to Canvas Curse on the Wii U.
Oh yeah,
I played it for like
everything all the time.
Okay.
The soundtrack on Rainbow Curse is godly. It's basically like Super Mario 3D World soundtrack in that everything in the game is jazzy as fuck. And it's got basically half the soundtrack is remixes from various Kirby games. I would buy that game just for the sound test.
I really liked Canvas Curse. It had a bunch of techno remixes of all the songs from a bunch of Kirby games. I really liked it.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone dislikes Canvas Curse. It's one of my favorite Kirby games. I
hated the gameplay, but you know.
I loved it.
Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, I played a little bit of Canvas Curse, and there were parts of it that I didn't like. But the thing is, Rainbow Curse basically did what all sequels should do. They took what worked about the previous game, improved on it, and removed what didn't. So what you end up with is basically a perfect version of the previous game.
Did Rainbow Curse have the same art style as Canvas Curse?
No, Rainbow Curse rejiggered the art style to basically be claymation, and it looks really good, mind you.
Yeah, but I love the Canvas Curse art style.
That being said, again,
I don't
it's a sequel,
like claymation aesthetically.
Yeah, I think it looked good, but everyone to their own, I guess.
Everything looks like moving mounds of crap. I guess.
I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
Canvas Curse had this sort of atmosphere that was really engaging, I guess. And I liked all the UI elements and everything. I haven't played it in like 10 years, but everything about it was really entertaining.
Anyway, guys, now it's time for me to tell the story of when I got my toenail removed.
Oh, for God's sake! I thought you had forgotten about that.
I honestly no. Liam, I've been waiting.
Fuck you.
Liam, I'm gonna go make a drink.
I had an ingrown toenail, and it sucked.
Just one? I have just one. I put up with like 3 all the time.
Do you people not clip your nails?
I do, but the thing is, it hurts more after they've been clipped.
Oh my god.
Because the edge of the nail is now digging into my toe.
Yes.
Jonah, I clip my nails, like, way more than you probably should. Anyway, so, how could I put... So, I had to get my toenail removed because it's a genetic thing with me, so screw you anyway.
You know what? No, I actually remember that. I remember when you had that done.
Yes.
Wait, so you're missing a toenail?
Yes, I don't have a toenail.
Ah, that's interesting.
Okay, so yes, I don't have most of my toenails. The guy who did it was incompetent.
And he removed them all?
Wait,
No,
was he like a doctor or just some guy off the street?
He was a surgeon. He was incompetent, so he didn't follow the toenail, so I still have the sides of my toenail are still stuck in my toe. I can tear them out. It's weird.
Wait, you can tear them
out? Stop talking!
How do you know you can tear them out? Whenever you take them out, do you like put them back in?
They grow back.
Wait,
They're just
what?
like really thin strips of nail that grow from my toe outwards.
Well, I assume they removed the root of the nail, but they missed a spot, and that's why it's growing at that point only.
Just
Liam,
the side grows back?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yeah, why would you not go back? Okay. Is the surgery for that not covered by, you know, healthcare in Canada? Couldn't you just go back and have that dealt with?
Yeah, I could, but it was very uncomfortable. I don't want to do it again. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about.
No. I am taking off my headset now.
All right, I want to hear it. I'm kind of curious.
Okay. Basically,
I guess it doesn't help if I have to take off my headset because I have to edit this shit anyways.
Had to, what's it called? What's the stuff, like anesthetic, right? So I couldn't feel anything in my toe or whatever it was. He had to take a needle and stick it underneath my toenail. It was one of the most...
Okay, I'm taking off my headset.
One of the most uncomfortable sensations I'd ever had to feel in my entire life. And then I closed my eyes, but you could still feel it. Like, there was no pain, but you could still feel where it was being pressed down. So from what I gather, he took a knife, cut the toenail around the toenail where the base is, right? And then pulled it out with, I assume, like pliers or something.
Why you do this?
He had to take some radioactive material. I don't know what it was, to kill all the cells so the toenail wouldn't grow back. And I guess he, like, rubbed it on with a brush, and he missed a couple spots, and that's why my toenail grows back.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I had a huge bandage on my toe for like 2 weeks. It was garbage.
Liam, put the TARDIS down.
Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
And Fishspill, that's a fucking sonic screwdriver, not the TARDIS, you fucking pleb.
Just step into your sonic screwdriver and fly away, I don't care.
Like, okay, seriously? I actually have a sort of a setup now where I've got like the Vahi, a sonic screwdriver, and at some point during the next month or two, I'm gonna buy an Ocarina of Time.
I'm gonna guess what the third one is. I wanna guess.
Okay, I already said it, but go ahead.
You let me guess? I didn't hear it.
Okay, well, go ahead.
An Oscar Langley statuette.
Not even close. Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
I also wanted to get the Chrono Scepter from Ratchet & Clank: A Crack in Time, but apparently they didn't make any props of that.
Are you gonna learn to play the Ocarina?
Probably, actually.
Dude, you should... We can have a theme song.
In the next episode, as promised, I will tell you all about how when I broke my finger, pinky. Much less disturbing, by the way, and less fun.
Joe, I am going to kill you in like a few days when I have to edit this.
Is it over?
You better keep this, Liam.
I'm going to have to, but like, yeah. Anyways, yeah, Fishspill, I believe you have something at your door waiting for you.
God, I'm not doing this stupid improv. I'm not doing this stupid improv today.
Hey, you started that shit.
I need to get some...
Huh?
BRB. I'm gonna get some drink.
But...
Crunk.
But the story...
Just improv while I'm gone. Just improv while I'm gone. I'll be right back.
So how about that local sports team?
Local sports team. Even though we don't even live in the same frickin' time zone. So low. Wait.
All right, I'm back. Apparently, there's this new Sam Adams label that I'm just reading, like an ingredient list, I guess.
Fishspill doesn't drink.
What if Jonah did drink? What if he was he wasn't a drunk or alcoholic, but he was like a fine connoisseur of liqueurs.
Well, I remember one time where he was addicted to painkillers because he broke his leg and it kept re-breaking.
That's not provable.
Please, practically every other time I talked to you that month, you were high on Vicodin.
That was entertaining as heck, right?
You basically became House for a year.
Oh, God. He didn't die. He was just like, you can't prove anything.
You can't prove anything, because it may not have happened.
Oh my God. How's that knee been doing, by the way? He basically shattered his kneecap and it kept re-breaking.
It was not a good situation. Alright, I'm gonna read the Sam Adams label. By that I mean read this freaking thing. So, William, Josie, and I were making a game a long time ago when we still had hopes and dreams called Infini-Mart. And last edit was on December 10th in 2013 by Josie, and this was long after we originally wrote it, so that just gives you some deets as to when. Let's see. Okay, I won't waste any more time. So this is the backstory we wrote for our game. It's called Infini-Mart. E1 is exactly alike to our planet, at least until 1921. Georgia Fappenstein is born to Frederick and Ada Fappenstein in Reese, Germany. He was hoping... Reese, R-E-E-S-E.
Okay.
He was hoping his only offspring would have been a boy, in order to continue the family shoe-shining business. Parenthetically, females couldn't work in blue-collar jobs at the time. Or at all. After finding out that his only child was a girl, he gets into a raging alcoholic-fueled argument with Ada, eventually actually killing her in his rage. He soon after kills himself by ingesting an arsenic-lined shoe.
Of course.
Georgia is adopted by a mysterious robed man living in the Alps. He teaches her the value of human life, the secrets behind magical powers, and how to make a mean burger. One day, the robed man disappears, leaving the 14-year-old Georgia to fend for herself. Yeah. Georgia then goes on an international search for the robed man, whom she believes to be her father. She becomes somewhat of a secret agent, killing everyone who gets in her way with a swipe of a hand.
What a fucking psycho.
In fact, because of a minor incident with Adolf Hitler, she inadvertently starts World War II. Eventually, Georgia Fappenstein is Forrest Gump. Eventually, she comes across a prison camp in the middle of the country, the former side of Reese. In the former side of Reese, her hometown, bringing it back, she meets a psychic there who is able to recognize Georgia using her third eye. The psychic goes insane when she sees her, spouting phrases such as, "You killed your father! His return is your fault! And he was the best damn shoe shiner in town, you dumb..." Expletives. After calming the psychic down, she tells Georgia about her true father and mother. Georgia comes to the conclusion that the robed man was actually the spirit of Jeebus, hiding his true wavy form with a long robe.
You need some backstory.
I need to explain. So Jeebus is a wacky arm inflatable tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Get it right, bitch.
Georgia becomes a missionary after this, doing the work of Jeebus and spreading her inspirational encounter with the spirit. On her 30th birthday, Georgia wakes to Jeebus laying next to her on her bed. Needless to say, 9 months later, her son, Ronald, was born.
What year is this now?
Nobody knows.
Wait, you said she was, what, 19... Wait.
Oh, this is her 30th birthday. Wait, let's see. Oh, she was born in 1921. I've actually never done the math for this.
Can we get on with it, please?
She was born in 1921. She's 30. So this takes place in 1951.
You know what would have been better? If you had synced up Ronald McReagan's birth with the actual birth of Ronald Reagan?
Well, they're unrelated. Tell that to the courts. After a messy custody trial in court, Jeebus returns to heaven, claiming that he'll see Georgia in hell, quite literally. Georgia takes on the pseudonym Gajima McReagan to escape from all of the dirty, baby-eating atheists claiming that she was lying about her highly publicized conception. She and her son moved to a small hamlet in eastern Japan, taking on the role of a bait woman, someone who catches bait to be used by fishermen in their villages. She eventually becomes so good at her job that she is referred to by the village people as Diglot. Did we really write this?
Yeah, you wrote this. I had no part in this shit.
You were like 13. What the fuck?
She eventually becomes so good at her job that she is referred to by the village people as Diglot, or in their native language of Japanese, Master Baiter. When Ronald turns 3, Georgia starts a bait supply company called Diglots. However, she is soon taken... Diglots!
Hey, even I remember that one. Keep going, dipshit.
However, she is soon taken away from the hamlet and her son when the German artist mentioned earlier comes to take her to his secret base in Antarctica because
Wait. Adolf Hitler is alive in 1951?
Yeah, he never died.
Okay.
Because he thought her Diglot company was actually a prawn company instead of a bait company.
You'd figure he'd be more concerned with, like, the Jews.
He bought some products from her. She is forced to manage her business from Antarctica, the business acting as a front for neo-Nazism. Meanwhile, Ronald is taken by the U.S. government to see if he remembers anything about Hitler's involvement in the kidnapping of his mother. As he is only 3, he has absolutely no idea what they are talking about, though they continue to keep him in the U.S. because a scientist by the name of Infini-Martinez thinks he can develop a device to detect previous imprints left on Ronald's eyeballs. Infini-Martinez.
That science sounds even more flimsy than some of the shit I read in superhero comics.
Infino and Ronald become fast friends. Ronald's natural curiosity is quenched by Infino's explanations of scientific phenomena. Through experimentation, Infino discovers that his eye-reading device kills the person they use it on.
Okay.
The government threatens to kill Infino if he does not use the device on Ronald, though because of his bond with the boy, he has serious reservations on using it on him. Eventually, Infino decides to kill the U.S. agents working at the site using science.
That'll totally work.
Giving Ronald a chance to escape in the confusion. Infino's plan succeeds, though his science worked too well, killing himself in the process.
Well, he was fucked anyway, so...
After becoming an adult, Ronald, in memory of his fallen friend, decides to make a charity to orphans called the Infini-Martinez Fund, or better known by its less formal abbreviation, Infini-Mart.
What an absurd origin story.
Oh yeah, by the way, the idea of the game is it's a roguelike in an infinitely generating supermarket.
It's not a roguelike.
The charity ends up... What?
I said it's not a roguelike.
The charity ends up becoming an international organization having bases in every major continent except Antarctica.
You'd think it was because no one lived there, but it's not. Nazis there.
Seeing an opportunity, the Nazi-owned Diglot attempts to buy Infini-Mart in order to use the cash flowed through the organization to fund a cloning project of the then-late Hitler. Now he's dead, from old age. Georgia is adamantly against this, knowing that Infini-Mart is owned by her son, and is exterminated by Joba, the leader of the Nazis.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
There was this Taskmaster comic I read once, where basically the Hydra was cloning Hitler, right? But they spilt some of the whatever they were using, the DNA or whatever the fuck it was.
But they accidentally added an extra ingredient, chemical X.
Yeah, whatever. It fell down into this big valley, that secluded valley, and everyone in the valley was a clone of Hitler. like they weren't. They DNA was genetically modified to become Hitler, so they all look like Hitler. Even the woman, they all have the stash and the face.
Okay, Fishspill, keep going.
Ronald declines the offer after receiving an anonymous tip from a mysterious man in robes who tells him that the people who are trying to buy his chain of supermarkets are actually agents at the place who took his mother and killed her with her. In order to get revenge on Diglots, Ronald began the process of turning Infini-Mart into a large supermarket chain in order to drive the Nazis out of business. The rest is history. ...
Oh yeah, Hitler is a anthropomorphic watermelon now.
At the end of the game, everyone escapes into the G-Bus.
The magic G-Bus.
Which is a bus driven by Jeebus. So that's the backstory.
Basically, the game, if I remember correctly, is you go to Infini-Mart to try and find your grandmother, who is on a random location that is infinitely spawning.
Oh no, she's possessed by the restless spirit of Georgia Fappenstein.
Yeah, that's the end of the game. You find that out, and the end of the game is actually really sweet. Georgia and her son come back together.
Okay.
And they proceed to ravage Diglots until it is destroyed.
Yeah, it's actually... So the Nazis end up dead. Actually, the Nazis have come back as the Mozzies.
They are all melons.
Yeah, Hitler was recloned.
As a watermelon.
Using melon DNA.
I was just going to say, but like, watermelons fell into his clone vat or whatever.
We actually have concept art of Mittler.
Yeah, we do. We should put that on the show notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this has gone way over time, and I guess you know what this means, right, guys?
It means that I think
it means that our shrinkage is going to be significant.
No, Liam. It means that all of our investors that we'll have soon. Okay, we're starting a Kickstarter page, viewers. The Kickstarter will be
because that totally went great the last time we made it.
It'll be for our game Infini-Mart. If you liked what you heard today.
Yeah, but you can't start a Kickstarter without any progress.
No, dude, no, dude. We're gonna pocket the money.
Oh! Yeah,
we just used the man as our progress video.
All right. Well, the man has experienced some significant shrinkage.